have it nearby and we'll get started. Got a little bit of time, but good morning. It's so good to see all of you. Welcome. Hi. Laura. Jules. Kayla. Laura, hi. Donna. Good morning, you guys just joining in. Hi. Cal. So again, just a reminder, just have your blocks, whatever you need for support, and your playlist if you are planning to use that this morning. Just have it close by your mat. Good morning, guys. So a couple more minutes, guys. So just have everything close by, blocks, playlists, whatever you need. Sheeta. All right, good morning, guys. So let's get started. Grab everything you need, blocks, support, phone for your playlist, whatever you need, okay? And let's get to your mat, and then we will start on our backs this morning. So good to see all of you. And you guys can start playing your playlist if you are using music, and then just find a comfortable resting position down to your back. Eyes closed. You can butterfly the legs, hands by your side or arms overhead, whatever feels most comfortable for you. Just get there so you can completely relax in your body, your mind. And just check in. How are we doing physically, mentally, emotionally? And where's your head at in the midst of all this craziness right now? So just check in. And let's start our first breath together. So take a big inhale, fill the belly, rib cage all the way up into the chest. And then big cleansing exhale out. Big breath in, expand the belly, rib cage all the way up into the chest. And then big cleansing exhale out. Big breath in, fill up more. Take in more than you think you can right at the top. And then big cleansing exhale out. And just start to breathe automatically on your own. You know, life is complicated right now. Challenges and opportunities can come at you in different directions. And making those decisions right now and maybe adapting a little challenging. So yoga can teach us how to slow down, step back, and be a little more present. And presence can be thrown around a lot in class, in the media. It can be a little confusing, maybe a little annoying if it's meaningless to the person. So I challenge you, your why. Rather than me telling you to be present, what does being present do for you? And what do you need from this class, this next 45 minutes? Maybe it's this time, this space. Just moving, a little clarity. Maybe it's community, just being together. What is it you're needing this morning? On that next inhale, let's take a full body stretch. So extend the arms overhead, reach so far, your feet forward towards the front edge of your mat. And then big cleansing exhale out. Let's draw that right knee, right thigh into the belly, into the chest. Wrap your hands around the shin. Hug it nice and tight. And then grab the back of the right hamstring and slowly begin to extend the leg long, like that heel driving up towards the ceiling. You can bend and lengthen. You can roll out the right ankle, clockwise, counterclockwise, crunch the toes. And just breathe into the back of the right leg. And maybe that leg doesn't fully extend, and that's okay. Take a big breath in, extend out really long. So drive up through the heel. What I want you to do is externally rotate the toes out to the right and heel to the left. That left leg is extended. You can always bend it for support if you need it, but really focus on rotating that hip out. Feel it, the right toes really rotating like you're spinning that steering wheel to the right. Big inhale, activate the toes, turn, 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 that right heel spinning up and to the right a little bit more. And then let's internally rotate. So keeping that thigh really steady, there's no movement there, and turn the toes to the left, your heel to the right. Really focus on internally rotating into the right hip. And I want you guys to press that left hand into the thigh. This is going to help you keep that thigh really steady. Really focus on the toes all the way to the left. And then can we just bend into the knee? So that heel's almost angled to the right a little bit. Press that thigh into the hand into the thigh. And almost like that shin becomes parallel to your mat or to the floor. And just focus on that breath. Reach that heel all the way to the right. Press that thigh into the hand. And keep that thigh steady. We're gonna externally rotate, so almost like you're taking pigeon pose. Hug that heel all the way to the left. Pull that heel back, like past your head. Hug in, hug in. Press that hand into the thigh, that thigh into the hand. Breathe. Breathe in. Breathe out. And start to bend that left knee. So supported figure four. Rest the right ankle on top of the thigh. Flex the right foot. And keeping that contact with the thigh and the right ankle, we're going to lower the sole of the right foot all the way down to the left. And you can rest that left thigh down too. Use that left hand, grab the right ankle, and can you pull it up the left leg towards that left hip. Once you find that position, like ground the right shoulder down, and I want you to pull that right thigh, right knee away from the body. But using the hip, so not using the hand, if that makes sense. That knee, that thigh pressing away from the body towards the front edge of your mat. Breathe in. Breathe out. Really get into the hip. Breathe in. Breathe out. And release. So come back to center. That supported figure four. Let's take single leg happy baby. So right hand grabs the outer edge of the right foot and draw that right thigh, right knee down. So we're going to take it a little slow to start, and then we'll get into our flow. I really want you to feel in your body into the hips. Draw that right thigh, right knee down. And maybe you kind of move to the right hip a little bit. Maybe that helps you reach the right knee, right thigh down to the mat, to the side. Focus on your breath. And from here, we're gonna roll to the right thigh. And maybe that right leg extends. You can keep the back flat. You can come to the right side of the body. I want you to get into the right hamstring. Maybe the right leg extends fully, or there's a slight bend in the right knee. And I want you to breathe wherever you're at. Go to your depth. And then roll back to single leg happy baby. Left hand's gonna grab the outer edge of the right foot, and then we're gonna roll to the left hip, but this time the right shoulder's gonna ground down. See what happens with the right leg. Maybe it extends, maybe you keep it soft. And listen to your body, maybe rolling to that left side of the body feels really good. I'm gonna keep that right shoulder down. And then one more round, guys. So let's move through single leg happy baby. The right hand grabs the outer edge. Draw that right thigh, right knee down as you roll to the right hip. And then roll to the right side. Maybe extend that right leg. Come back through single leg happy baby. Left hand grips the outer edge of the right foot. Right shoulder heavy, or you can roll to the left side of the body. Extend or bend into the right leg. Really work into the right leg. Come back to supported, coming to center, supported figure four. See if we can lift that right ankle up. You can use the hands for assistance, like pulling that right foot up and in. And again, continuing to work into the hip. Take a big inhale. Big exhale. And release. Extend that right leg forward towards the front edge of your mat. Hug that left knee, left thigh in. Hug in nice and tight. Grab the back of the left hamstring. Begin to extend and lengthen, bend into that left leg. Root the hips down. You can roll out that left ankle. Crunch your toes. Big breath in, extend that leg up really high, hands by your side, activate the toes, and then let's externally rotate into that hip. So your toes facing the left. Your heels pulling to the right and back. Really spin. Feel it in that left hip. And breathe. Activate the toes. Turn that steering wheel to the left. And then internally rotate. So heel out to the left, toes to the right. Pull that heel to the left a little bit more. Turn it a little bit more. And then that left hand kind of grounds into that left quad. Reach the toes, that left toe to the right a little bit more, and then start to bend into the knee. Reach that heel, angle to the left. Press that thigh into the palm of the hand into the thigh. Big breath in. Open that heel to the left a little bit more. And then big exhale, kind of pendulum, kind of swing that left foot in. Press that thigh into the hand into the thigh, and then soften the right knee and support that left ankle on top of the thigh. Activate the left foot, and when you're ready, lower that left foot, outer right thigh down all the way to the right. Use that right hand to pull that left ankle up the thigh towards that right hip. Then using that muscle in the hips, pull that thigh, pull the knee away from the body on your own. Pull it away, don't use that left hand. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, pull that thigh away, the knee away, towards the front edge of your mat. come back to supported figure four. Let's take single leg happy baby. That left hand grabs the outer edge of the left foot. Hug that thigh, hug the knee down. Sacrum pressing down into your mat. Maybe you start to move to the left hip, so maybe that helps you guide that left thigh, left knee down and reach for your mat or floor below. And then slowly make your way to the left hip, and you can extend that left leg as far as you can. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come through single leg happy baby. Soften the knee. Roll to the right side. Right hand finds the outer edge of that left foot. You can extend that left leg. You can ground the left shoulder down. That's what I'm taking. Or maybe you move to the right side of the body. Extend that left leg, or you can soften into that left knee. And just one more round. Move through single leg happy baby. That left hand grips the outer edge of the left foot. Slowly move to the left hip, left side. You can extend. Focus on your breath. In and out, deep and slow. Come back through single leg happy baby. Right hand finds the outer edge of that left foot. Ground the left shoulder, or you can move to the right side of the body as you extend as far as you can into that left leg. Come back through center, single leg happy baby. Supported figure four. And then this time, can we hug that ankle, left ankle off of your thigh. Use your hands for support, pulling that foot up and in. Maybe the left hand presses that knee away. And then happy baby. Great job, you guys. So grab the outer edges of your feet. What feels good here? You can rock a little side to side. One leg long, extended, maybe both. And then from here, start to rock and roll. Forward and back, forward and back. And then we're gonna come up to a comfortable seat, sitting up, but we're gonna take bear pose. So excuse the legs apart, but take your feet really wide, knees wide, almost like you're doing a frog pose, but seated. Use your hands behind you for support. Activate the toes, sit up really nice and tall. I'm on my fingertips right now. What I want you guys to do is internally rotate the right toes in. And notice what the right hip does. If it wants to lift, focus on grounding your hips down. Press that inner thigh in. And then spin on that heel, come back to bear pose. Posture really tall, turn that left foot in. Really get in there, guys. Inner thigh pressing down. If you're feeling that pinching, tightness, breathe through. Rotate out. One more, guys. Turn it in, turn it in. Press that inner thigh down. And then open really wide. Left side, press that down. And from here, we're gonna move to the right hip. We're gonna take 90-90. So we lower that inner left thigh down, sit up nice and tall. So you should form that 90-degree angle in that front leg and out through the left. Sit up really nice and tall. And that left sit bone's gonna lift, and that's okay. Focus on kind of grounding it down as far as you can. Start to hinge forward over the right shin. Just about halfway. Stay really long. And then focus on almost like a back bend into that upper back. You'll find a deeper stretch into the right hip. Big inhale. Big exhale, fold gently. Activate the toes. And then rise up. That left hand grabs that left hip, and I kind of want you to tick-tock into that hip. So pressing that hip forward, tucking that tailbone down, and just get a few in. Might be a little crunchy in there. I'm hearing mine. So just kind of work in there, forward and back, forward and back. Press that tailbone down as you get back. Pelvis forward. And then come back through bear pose. So spinning that left heel. Turn that inner right thigh in. And then move to the left thigh, left shin. Taking the other side. Making sure you have that 90-degree angle. Melt the right sit bone down as far as you can. It's not going to touch. It may not. Start to lean forward. Get really tall as far as you can. Take that gentle back bend in the upper back. Take a big inhale. And then big exhale, fold as far as you can. And one side will feel better than the other. And then rise up, right hand on the right hip, and then kind of do that tick-tock. So tuck that tail under. Roll over like you're pressing that hip down, that front hip, front pelvis down, and then tuck that tail under. Get a few in on your own. Use your hands to help guide and assist, and really feel it as it moves. And then let's go through bear pose. So spin on that right heel, open, open, open. Come back to 90-90 on the other side. Great job, guys. Shift your weight forward to all fours. Shoulders right above the wrists. Knees right above the knees right under the hips. And let's take our first downward facing dog. So grip the toes, pull the hips back. You can keep the knees bent, tailbone super high, melt the heels down. Big inhale, big exhale. Big breath in, big breath out. Come back to your knees and shins. Take a deep inhale, lower the belly down. Big exhale, round your back. Grip the toes behind you. Spread your shoulder blades nice and wide. On the inhale, lift the knees off of your mat. Tilt that tailbone back and high, like you're taking that cow pose. Press your hands forward. Downward facing dog. Almost like that angry cat pose. Start to tilt the tail under as we ripple forward to high plank. Spread your shoulder blades nice and wide. Press your hands forward, tailbone tilts back, almost like that cow pose. Belly down, open through the front chest, downward facing dog. We ripple to high plank again, chin into your chest, spread your shoulder blades nice and wide. We land in high plank. Take a big breath in. Big breath out, hug the right knee into your nose. Big inhale. Big exhale, three-legged dog, right leg extends behind you. Roll that hip open. Look under the right shoulder. Melt that left heel down. Take a big inhale. Big exhale, three-legged dog. Spin the right toes down. Square up the hips. Let's pull the right foot behind that left hand. Lower the back knee down. So supported pigeon here. Maybe that right knee, right thigh falls. Gentle back bend into the front chest. Take a big inhale. Big exhale. Start to walk the hands back. Length into the right leg, but keep that crooked action in the feet, the cross action. Pull the hips back as far as you can. Maybe you can sit back into the left heel. Use those blocks if you need it under the hands. Take a big inhale. Big exhale. Big breath in. Big breath out, melt. Glide to the front foot, your hands. Twisted pyramid right here. So crossing the legs, hips high and back. Use your blocks under the hands. Pull the right hip back. Take a big breath in. Melt on the exhale. Big breath in. And melt. Back foot's gonna cross behind the right. Cross-legged forward fold. Heavy head, relax into the neck and shoulders. Take a big inhale. Melt on the exhale. Activate the toes. Maybe you come to the outer edges of the feet. Again, listen to your body. Everyone's different. Do what feels good for your body and where you find a deeper stretch, deeper opening. And that left knee is like right behind the right. Can we bend both knees? And you're gonna bend so much that that right heel takes off. Really ground down into the back foot. See if we can grab the right foot and take that standing figure four. So resting the right ankle on top of the left thigh. And just breathe here, a couple breaths. Hands can land on the foot and right knee. Hands to heart center, whatever feels good. Take a big inhale. Big exhale. Big breath in. Big breath out. Grab the foot, grab the knee. Can we rise up? Almost like a platter, almost like a plate. You stand really tall. And let's take tree pose. So hook the sole of the right foot in that inner thigh. Maybe it's the inner ankle, but never the knee. Hands to heart center. And feel that inner left thigh, sole of the right foot pressing in. So notice if that hip's popping out, hug in. Align, get really tall. Can we rise up? Maybe the hands interlace. Right thumb in front of the left. Get really tall. Take a big breath in. Right thigh pulling away, reaching behind you. Big exhale. Right foot meets the left. Utkatasana chair pose. Take a deep breath in. Chest open. Back straighter, hips lower. And fold on the exhale. Pedal at the knees, pedal at the feet. Halfway lift, inhale. Step back to high plank on the exhale. Take a big breath in, get really strong. Chaturanga on the exhale. Cobra or upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, big exhale out. High up on the toes, we ripple forward. Be intentional as we ripple up the spine. High plank, take a big inhale. Left knee hugs into the nose. Reaching for the nose. Hug that thigh up into the chest. Squeeze that heel up into the glute. Three-legged dog, extend back, big breath in. And then roll that hip open. Melt the heel down. Stack that left hip on top of the right. Three-legged dog, spin all 5 toes down, square up the hips, inhale. And then exhale, bring that left foot behind the right wrist. Your legs are gonna cross, lower that back knee down. And then maybe that left knee, left thigh falls gently. Activate the toes, strengthen that ankle so there's no bend there. Take a big inhale, open through the collarbone. Big exhale, heavy hips. Big breath in. Big breath out. Hug that knee, thigh up, and then we pull the hips back as we fold. Slow. If you need to keep that front knee bent, you can take it. You can sit back into the right heel, so there's a lot of options for you. Just listen to your body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Melt. Glide to the left foot. Support yourself. Use your blocks. Grip the back toes, hips high and back. Cross-legged pyramid pose. Breathe in. Melt. Breathe in. And melt. Focus ahead, right ankle crosses behind the left ankle and fold. Relax into the neck and shoulders, scan the body. Making sure every part of your body is relaxed here. Shift your weight forward and back under the soles of the feet. Your right knee's behind the left, so start to bend the knees. That left heel's gonna lift. So rest that left ankle on top of the right thigh. Hip opener here, standing. Balance, focus on that spot ahead. It's not moving. Hips low, back straight. Hands can press into the ankle, inner left knee, hands to heart center, whatever feels good for you. Then when you're ready, Grab the left foot, grab the outer knee. Rise up like a platter. You're standing really tall. And then take tree pose. Hook the sole of the foot into the inner thigh or the inner ankle. Stand really tall. Focus on alignment. Energy centered into that line. So notice if the right hip's popping out, pull it in as the sole of the foot's pressing into the thigh's pressing into the foot. And grow your tree tall and strong. Maybe that left thumb's in front of the right as you interlace the hands, and maybe you need to take it wide depending on your shoulder flexibility. Get really tall. Spin that chest up. Reach the knuckles high. Left thigh pulling back. Utkatasana chair pose. Left foot meets the right. Take a big breath in. Knuckles reach high. And then big exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold on the exhale. Step back to downward facing dog. Take your feet really wide. So your feet are off of your mat. That's how wide we want to get it in this down dog. And maybe it creates a little more space for your chest, your shoulders. Belly up, get really strong. Melt the chest down. And then begin to walk the hands back so your hips are aligned with your feet. Walk your hands to the right, like right in front of the right toes. Start to bend into that left knee, really open into that left side of the body. And then that left hand's gonna grab the outside of the right ankle. Really focus. Maybe this helps you lean into that left rib cage more. Another option is to walk the right hand back to center, and maybe you look under the right shoulder, twist. Spin the rib cage, like up, your belly, your chest up towards the ceiling. Look under the shoulder, look under the armpit. Take a big inhale. And then big exhale, come to center. Extend that left leg. Left hand meets the right. Walk your hands to the left. Get really long into that right side of the body. Crawl the fingertips away from the hips and then bend into the right knee. Heavy head. And then this time the right hand's gonna find that left ankle. Reach for it. Open, lean into the right rib cage, and then maybe that left hand finds center, maybe even past. Can we look under that left shoulder, left armpit, spin, twist. Big breath in. Twist on the exhale. Right hand meets the left. Come back to down dog, so your feet come back together. Take a cleansing breath in and a cleansing breath out. Sigh out of your mouth. One more inhale and big exhale out. Steady breath, steady mind. High up on the tippy toes, tilt that tailbone super high. Soften the knees if you need to. We ripple again forward to high plank. Tuck that tail under. Breathe in. High plank on the exhale. Pull the right knee to nose. Hug that thigh in. Squeeze that heel into your glute. Reach that knee to the nose. Three-legged dog. Take a big inhale. Open that hip on the exhale, hug that heel into your glute. Three-legged dog, square up the hips, spin the toes down. Big breath in. And then exhale, pull the right foot forward again behind that left wrist. Hips high and back. Cross-legged pyramid. And as we shift forward, lower the back knee down into the supported pigeon. Big breath in, pyramid, pull the hips high and back. Big exhale, lower that back knee down, supported pigeon. Cross-legged pyramid, big breath in, pull the hips back, heavy belly, heavy chest, heavy head. And lower the back knee down as you shift the weight forward. Pull the hips high and back, one more, big breath in. Melt on the exhale. Cross that left ankle behind the right ankle and melt. Big inhale. Melt on the exhale. Bend the knees really deep again. Right heel lifts. Use your hands. Come to that figure four, hip opener. Guide that right ankle on top of the left. Maybe the hips are a little lower. Maybe you feel a little more open. Stay focused on that spot ahead that's not moving. Breathe in. Breathe out. Grab the outer edge of the right foot, support the right knee. Can we rise again? Stand really tall, feel balanced. Press down into your mat, into that left foot. And maybe the right foot, use your hands to like lift and hug into your belly and chest a little bit more. Big breath in, stand tall. Big breath out. And as we slowly release, we're gonna meet an eagle pose. So right thigh up and over the left. Use the mat below. You can balance. Right arm under the left. Grab the shoulders, wrap once, wrap twice. Belly in and up. Elbows, fingertips reaching high. Again, that gentle back bend in that upper back. Take a big inhale. Hips lower on the exhale. Keeping eagle arms, right foot meets the left, chair pose. Take a big breath in, elbows, fingertips reach really high. And then forward fold on the exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga low plank on the exhale, your flow. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog, big exhale out. High up on the toes, look at your navel, your belly, ripple, one vertebra at a time. To high plank, take a big breath in. Crown of your head extends forward. Exhale, pull that left knee to nose. Hug that heel up. Three-legged dog, big inhale. Roll that hip open on the exhale, squeeze that heel into your glute. Three-legged dog, square up the toes, toes facing down. Exhale, pull that left foot behind the right wrist. Big breath in. Cross-legged pyramid on the exhale. Inhale, shift your weight forward, lower the back knee down, supported pigeon, chest open. Exhale, cross-legged pyramid pose. Big breath in, lower the back knee, shift your weight forward, drop that left knee, left thigh down. Exhale, pull the hips high and back. One more, big breath in, supported pigeon right here. Drop the back knee, chest open. Big exhale, pull the hips high and back. Right ankle crosses behind the left, inhale. Fold on the exhale. One more inhale, relax into the neck and shoulders. Big exhale, melt. Bend both knees a lot. That left heel's gonna take off. Use the right hand to guide that ankle on top of the right thigh. Hips low, back straight. Focus on that spot ahead that's not moving. Hands press into the inner shin, hands to heart center. Activate the left toe so we're protecting that left knee. Breathe in. Breathe out. Left hand cups like your left knee. Right hand grips the sole of the left foot. Can we rise really strong, really tall? And maybe the left hand supports that left foot with the right. We pull that heel up and in. As far as you can. Breathe in. Breathe out. Slowly release your eagle pose. So that left thigh up and over the right. Support the left foot. Use the block. Reach for your mat, or you can wrap around the leg. This time the left arm up under the right. Grab the shoulders, wrap once, wrap twice. Back straight, hips low. Elbows, fingertips reach really high. Big inhale. Back straighter, hips lower. Keeping eagle arms, left foot meets the right, chair pose. Take a big breath in. Elbows lift, fingertips reach high and back. And then exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold on the exhale. Take your feet about hip width apart, soften the knees if you need to. And let's place the tops of the hands down. Just really stretch to the back of the wrists, heavy head, shoulder. Maybe you press down into your mat with the tops of your hands. And maybe we spin the fingertips so they face back towards the toes. Again, pressing down, you can lean back a little bit. Heavy head. And then maybe spinning a little bit more, the fingertips face out left to right. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And release. Peace fingers, grab the big toes, take a big inhale. And fold on the exhale, melt your chest. Come up to your fingertips halfway left. Supported warrior 3. So extend that left leg back. Toes facing down. So listen here, left hand is gonna meet with the right. Right hand's gonna find the side of the right foot. So left hand meets the right hand finds the side of the right foot. And start to kind of melt your belly down into the right leg. Take this variation of half moon. Maybe you look under that left shoulder. Spin the left toes to the left. You should feel this in that whole left side of the body, that left hip. Elongate, get really long. Take a big inhale. Big exhale, forward fold. Left foot meets the right. Halfway lift, fingertips right under the nose. Extend the right leg back. Square up the hips, spin like that right pinky toe spins down. So all 5 toes face down. Right hand meets the left. Left hand finds the side of the left foot. And then melt that chest towards that left thigh. If you need to soften the knee, take it. That standing left leg. Turn the right toes to the right. Maybe your chest looks to the right. Your gaze looks under the right arm. And heavy head. Feel open into that right hip, the whole right side of the body. Take a big breath in. Forward fold, nice and slow on the exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold on the exhale. Take a seat into the center of your mat. Make your way to your back. Take a full body stretch. Take a big inhale. Cleansing breath in. Get really long. Sigh out of your mouth, exhale. Hug both knees in. Wrap your hands around the shin. Press that tailbone down. And allow your shins to be parallel to your mat, your knees stacked above the hips. Press that belly down. I'm just taking a supine twist, so lower both shins all the way over to the left. Heavy right shoulder. Use that left hand to guide that right thigh down, twist. From that low belly all the way up the spine. Maybe gaze all the way to the right. Open your arms to the T. Shins, thighs all the way up. Shins back to parallel to your mat, knees directly above the hips, and then lower both to the right. Gaze over that left shoulder, over that left hand. Your right hand can rest over the left thigh. Big inhale. Melt on the exhale. Spin that rib cage, that left rib cage down. Big breath in. Big breath out. Come back to center. Give yourself a big squeeze. Lower the soles of the feet down. Just take a gentle bridge pose. Just realign the spine. You can tuck the shoulders under. Take a big breath in. And then slowly lower down on the exhale. Tuck that tail under. Get really long into the spine. And then find your comfortable resting position. Maybe you butterfly the legs, legs long. If your shoulders allow, let's take cactus arms, just opening through the front chest, the shoulders and the collarbone. And just settle in, breathing in and breathing out. And together, let's take a full breath in, into the belly, rib cage, up into the chest. Big exhale out. Big breath in. Big breath out. Breathe in. Take in more right at the top. And then breathe out. You're going to slowly make your way to the right side of the body, fetal position. So thighs squeeze, knees squeeze. Use your right arm to support your head here, eyes closed. I know this practice, after the work has been done, sometimes we roll over to this baby fetal position. It's a physical representation of opportunity and ability to begin again. And whatever that is, that may need to start over, however many times it takes, we can always begin again. And every day we're fortunate enough to wake up. Every time we step on our mats, step onto our mats. Every single breath we take, they're all chances to begin again. You're never too old, you're never too late. Whatever those thoughts are, those excuses, the fears, those things that weigh you down, you're never too late to begin again. And use your hands to press up, come up to a comfortable seat. Maybe staying down to your mat feels better for you. We get really tall, shoulders melt down and back away from the ears. The top of your head pulls up, open through the front chest. Hands to heart center as we seal our practice. Let's take a cleansing breath in together. Fill up as much as you can. And a big cleansing exhale out to let go. Bring your thumbs to your forehead. The light in me honors the light within all of you. Thank you so much for practicing with me this morning. Namaste. Guys, be well, be safe. I love you guys so much. And thank you for being here this morning. Hope the body's feeling a little better. The hips are feeling a little more open from the start of class. So thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of the weekend.